I have no soul.
What's going on, guys? Abyssteus here, subbing in for Logan JYA. Who do we got here?
I'm Pilch. I got 11th place today with Vanquish Soul.
Vanquish Soul, that's pretty good. What does the deck do?
A lot of tagging out, a lot of just effects with attributes. There's a lot of micromanaging, I would say. I'd say it's a pretty hard deck, but once you get the swing of it, I think it gets pretty well. A lot of people don't know what it does, so it's a good advantage too.
That's pretty good. All right, let's jump into this deck profile.
All right, I'm gonna start with the Vanquish Soul cards. Like the mandatory is just triple Ryza in there.
Just spin them around.
Oh, spin them around. Gotcha. Sorry. Triple Raisin or Ryzen, I don't know how to pronounce it. Triple Borger, just tag out. Triple Mad Love, just search spells. Those are the 3 ofs for the Vanquish Souls. I think they're all mandatory 3. They're all really good. And then I have some 1-offs. I play 1 Caesar, 1 Pluton, 1 Pantera. I ended up playing one of this because I don't want to draw it. I never use this card. I use this to search it off Ryzen if I need a fire to start looping effects. Panthera's for back row pops. It's also gonna be extender if you want a special. Caesar's so good if you have like all the attributes in hand that you're not pitching for anything. It's just like a non-target pop, just bounce back and forth. It's so good. If you get all that resources up, you're just winning. Then I move on to the spells, which is just obviously 3 Stake Your Soul. This card's broken. Reveal like any monster special from deck, same attribute. One match, I had like a Borger, Caesar, and Mad Love, and I had I think some other card. My top deck was Ash when I had Stake Your Soul, so just Stake Your Soul, get Ryzen, full combo, I just won.
Crazy.
Broken.
What is that like? It's like an e-tele, right? Just summons one from the deck or you add, right?
Yeah, you summon, yeah. You reveal, it's like I reveal an Ash, special Ryzen. As long as it's the same attribute but different name. And then I'm going to go on to other just Vanquish Soul spells, just double Continue and 1 Dust Devil. Usually you're searching Continue off, but if you're playing against Cash or knowing a deck, it's really good. You search Dust Devil, which is basically a non-target book. You target a Vanquish Soul, change the battle position, and then you can book your opponent's monsters equal to how many Vanquish Souls you control. Vanquish Soul Continue is just like a reborn you can add back from grave to hand by paying 500. So that's just really good. Just targets from Mad Love.
So a monster reborn and a Book of Eclipse type deal?
Yeah, Book of Moon Eclipse non-target. A lot of these stuff don't target, by the way. It's
That's
actually
sick.
insane. Like Ryzen doesn't target. All this is just insane. Comes up so much.
Very good.
And then for another engine we play triple Fenrir and 1 Rise Heart. Just because Fenrir can add an Earth attribute which you have in hand, and I'd say in my list, Earth attribute is probably the hardest to get. So you want to, most of the time, are searching our Earth just to have in hand to use effects for, like, you know, whatever Vanquish Souls you need to at the time. And then 1 Rise Heart, you can search, you can special. I didn't make it today, but you can take Heavy Borger and make it a Rise Heart with this, which I played in the extra deck.
Because Heavy Borger is what, a 7, right?
Yeah, it's 7.
That's pretty sick.
And then moving on to more generic stuff, I play 1 Dogoran, 2 Kurikara. So these are just good to have in hand because they're fires as well. But you know, Kurikara is just good. I think Kurikara is good. I don't play Small World, by the way, which is gonna be like, oh, what's the weird ratios? I just like having 3 things that can add stuff on the board. It's just like, I think it's the ratio. I prefer Kurikara over Dogoran. The thing is, it's really cool is Dogoran has a very low defense, so Mad Love can bounce it back and you get Dogoran again, which is really good.
Yeah, I've been saying Kurikara is a crazy card.
Then I go Hand Traps, Triple Ash, it's a fire. Triple Bell, it's an Earth. Like, some decks, Bell's not the best against, but it's still an Earth you can use for Vanquish Soul effects. You'd like pop, burn. Like, I think Bell is mandatory. Like, all the hand traps, like, all the engine stuff I play just matches. I don't play anything my whole deck is Earth, Dark Fire. And then I would say my spice for my deck is I played 2 Magnamut, 1 Druis, and 1 Blaster. You're thinking, why the hell am I playing Blaster? So let me pull this card out real quick.
We all know Logan's gonna love that. Big fan of the Dragon Rulers.
I'm gonna take it out real quick. Caesar. So the thing is, Magnamut searches any dragon, right? I'm pretty sure it. The thing is, these are all Earth, Dark, Fire. So Magnamut banished, you can use an interruption, and then you can search any attribute you need to have a Vanquish Soul in hand. So it's like, if you need a fire, you search a Blaster. You need an Earth, you can search Caesar. You need a Dark, you search another Druid, it's also just interruption. And Blaster also, if you draw, it's also just interruption too, and also free body. So
that's crazy.
It came up. It was pretty good. I liked it. And another thing, if you don't, it's not a right matchup. These are just easy side notes. Except Caesar, you keep Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar's the boss monster. He's crazy, right?
Yeah, he's busted. Just a big tag out. And then some generic cards is 1 Rhoda, you know, search Ryzen. You want to get Ryzen, best card in your deck. 3 Pros. It conflicts with Borger, but it's like, most of the time you want to draw off. You want to get the card off cross regardless. So it's like you could take if anything you burn with Borger instead. And then I was playing Small World, but I cut the last minute to play Tikaboos. I just like it because I don't like Small World. I'm not too smart to remember the lines. This deck can like search anything. It's really up to you if you want to. But I think Tikaboos is good just to have a floodgate in the main. If you're playing a grindy game, maybe you draw it off Borger. If you draw it as a starting hand, which reinforces your board. Your board is very lackluster. It's a lot of grave and hand interaction. Because your committal is like literally normal link, special from hand, or just add from grave to hand. That's it, and you set cards. So it's not really a big committal board.
How often did TC Boo stick?
See, I didn't draw it a lot, but when I did, it did help. Like I drew a lot against Cash, which was nice.
Yeah, there you go. That could be a blowout.
Yeah, so it did come up. But other than that, I still think it's a really good card to have. It's a strong late game. Like I was playing against Dragons. I did Borger draw Tikaboo, set Tikaboo. I was under Skill Drain, which doesn't do anything, by the way. Which I kind of want to play now because it's really good if you're set up at least. If you're not set up, but I just flipped Tikaboo. He's on one dragon. I'm on just like tagging out by Borger, Caesar, like just popping.
Oh yeah, you could play around Skill Drain because you could just bounce all your stuff to hand,
so
right?
So have Caesar on the board, activate effect, reveal Earth, Fire, Dart, chain Borger, bounce, and then effect, pop, non-target pop. You can go Rise in effect on summon to search, and then Borger bounce, Caesar bounce, or you can go Rise in effect. Like you can't go Rise in effect to pop in the column and then bounce it because it's not in the column anymore.
Yeah.
So same with Panthera as well, which some people don't realize. So
That'd be broken.
It would. I'm on an extra deck real quick. Just some generic stuff is Baron. It's level 7 or hand trap. You normal get a negate. A Rise Heart if you really want to commit and if it's really good and it's like a certain deck. It's a pretty good card. Rise is still broken. One Zeus, obvious. Play a lot of XZs. Other than Link 3, it's mostly XZs and Links. One Exiton, budget Zeus. I was playing my friends wanted to play Regulus with Stargaze Mega Maker. I didn't like it, so I just took out those and put the Borbo package. Which is, attack directly, make format Zeus. It's
pretty good.
Of it.
So they do the same thing.
Yeah. I put in a Dweller and Baguska. I'll be honest, I did not make most of the XZs, but the one I did end up making was Baguska, and it did win me the match against Cash. Because I didn't die. That was the main thing. Even though he impermed it, I still had enough to stop him, and then I had follow-up in hand, I just won.
Is Cash your hardest matchup?
Oh, no, I think it's pretty easy if you open well.
Open well?
Like, final round against Pauly, game 3 is double Borger, double pot, Kurikaro. I couldn't out the whole board. He had follow-up. I just lost. It was unfortunate, but... And he had double Solemn Strike. I hit Ryzen off the pot, so I did Ryzen. I had the Reborn spell, tried to link it off, and then tried to add back, and then he went Strike again. I'm like, dang, I got no follow-up, and I lose.
Damn, he's just better, I guess, right?
The only losses are to Pauly and Enzo, which are two really good players. I'm happy, Against Enzo, I couldn't really do anything. I bricked twice, which is just like, kind of, I don't say it's rare, but it's really uncommon because you have a lot of starters, but
yeah,
it happens.
It seems very consistent.
Yeah.
All right.
Now we're going on to generic links. You play Cerebus, Phoenix, Unicorn. These are the Nightmare packages. These just all should come up. You take any link to, just like link them off, and then you can also just climb into Access too, which I did. In the same match where I did the Buguska, I won it with Access code under Tikaboo. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So these are generic cards. And then the last one, it's a 3 of, but I was borrowing one, I gave it back. I play 3 rock. It's the third one. Literally just broken. If you play it 2, you're bad. No offense, but like, you have to play 3. Like, this card is insane. Adds follow-up, can special from hand, can special interruptions. It's just so good. I can't wait for this card to get banned. Like every good Link one, like my Scarecrow. Like,
yeah,
my
true.
My Scarecrow. Like,
oh
all
god,
my
yeah.
Link ones are getting banned. I could see this one getting either limited or banned in the future, which sucks.
All right, let's get this side deck.
So, funny thing about my side deck, I play no monsters in side deck. It's all back row. Which I play triple Dark Ruler, just for going second. 1 Harpies and triple Cosmic for back row, which is really good in general. Generic, these are like the only spells I play. Dark Ruler for going second. This is for going first, second. I played a lot of Runic today. I played for higher Runic twice, which is good because I've played that deck, so I know what to hit. And Cosmic has come up. And also just Caesar popping Fountain non-target, so it's also busted. And now I'm going to move on to traps, which I play triple D-Barrier, triple Imperm, and then 2 Grave, a Super Angel Organism.
That's pretty sick.
So you could play on this card too. I was playing against a lab player. I flipped this, so he was on really like low resources, so he needed to flip. He needed a lady to resolve or like to activate traps to resolve. So I activated this before he summoned it. He couldn't activate, he couldn't attack. I'm just winning because you could just easily loop the game with Ryzen, Pantera, you could just loop with the level 4s. You can just loop the game really easy because Ryzen's a pop, Pantera's a back row pop, Mad Love is adding more like spells and stuff. So it's just really good. Imperm is going first or second. If you want to If some matchups, something doesn't work in the main, you can set it out. D-Barrier, I like D-Barrier. I was thinking of Skill Drain, but I put D-Barrier because it's like, if people are anticipating my Tikaboo, I want to, let's say they decide on Lightning Storm's back removal, say like they Lightning Storm me, I just took D-Barrier so I have something that I get value out of it instead of just having a dead Floodgate. Which, you know, to change it, I might play Skill Drain, but I think Skill Drain's only good if you're already in advantage. It's kind of like win more in my opinion. But I've had people Skill Drain me twice, now realizing that it's just lost in the game. Because I would just tag out and win. And that's it for the deck.
Awesome. Good job today, man. You got what place again?
11th.
11th place?
I won X2.
Congrats, bro.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for the profile. Have a good one.
All right, thank you.